The mission in today's video is to paint the engine bay on the JZX. We're not really painting it, we're just going to be clear coating it so that it kind of pops again, because if you look at it, this engine bay is, clearly pretty good. At one point in time it was probably pretty exciting to look at, but after 10, 15, 20, who knows how many years, it's been pretty weathered and beat up. We're going to be sanding it and then throwing a fresh coat of clear on it with some new sparkle. So hopefully this engine bay can get the brownie points that it deserves. Along with clear coating the engine bay, there's a lot of other stuff we need to take care of and button up. As you can see down here, there's a bunch of little wires and relays and nasty stuff just kind of in the engine bay. It's clear as day and it's a huge eyesore, so we want to take care of that. Another huge theme in the engine bay has been zip ties, and like every cooler has been held in with zip ties. The oil cooler was held on with zip ties, dude. There was one bracket holding on to one side and the other side was literally just zip ties, like up here, zip tied down to a oil line. That's not good. We can't be doing that. We need to make some brackets while we're in here. There's quite a bit of damage on the firewall from when the pressure plate exploded and blew out of the bell housing. We think we'll be able to throw some black over it, some sparkle, and with some clear, it'll be far enough in the engine bay that you won't really notice it. We'll see how it goes. First things first, we need to clean off all of this nasty gunk. Let's do it to it. Sam Swain showed up. He's helping me with the bay. Yeah. Since when do I do paint stuff without Sam Swain? Even with the bay just getting clean, the flake is like really popping out. And so you're getting all the fun rainbow colors, like they're starting to shine through, especially in the tubs and the shock towers. So I'm feeling pretty confident that once we get some clear on here, it's gonna look badass.
Yeah, and it's gonna, at some point, this looked really awesome, and it's just got 15 years of grunge on it. There's a ton of crap that's coming out of the bay. It's probably like a few pounds of tire and dirt and all kinds of crap, and just all these wires are fairly well done. They're just very dirty. Yeah. And so we're undirtying them, and then we'll make them shiny.
Yeah. Pretty good. These are all little pieces of tire that have collected in the back of the JZX fenders over the years. Probably a little bit of Japan in there somewhere.
Yeah, this car's been around in the whole, for decades. It's been a drift car. It's everywhere. It's under the wires, it's behind parts, it's in the fenders, it's everywhere you look, there's shredded tire. It's pretty cool.
Still needs to be taped off and sanded, but get that done in the next day or two and get this bad boy painted, cleared, refreshed.
Really cool when it's shiny. You can kind of see it if you get it wet, like it's gonna pop.
Cool. Oh. Do a focus camera.
Sparkles.
Yeah, there you go.
Sparkles. It's funny, you can totally tell that the way that they put the stuff on is they must just to get wet paint and throw some glitter on it.
Yeah, bro, just chuck it in there. Get her done. dealing with wires and engine bays and whatnot, instead of taping them off, which takes a bunch of time and is pretty expensive, you can get aluminum foil and just wrap it around the wires and like the big chunky stuff. And this is a much cheaper alternative to painter's tape. We're gonna leave the JZX here for this video because I just got a call from my girlfriend saying that my needles are here. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me, and I'm gonna go get a tattoo. A nice big one. Pretty excited for it. Goodbye, everybody. Ooh. Damn, dude. I love the Z, dude. This car is so cool. So much fun to drive. It's so goofy, and it's like, there's nothing all that special about it, and honestly, it's totally a hoopty still, but I just love this car so much. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. We made it to my girlfriend's tattoo studio. Well, her studio space. I'm nervous.
I bet.
Yeah.
Gonna get annihilated.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm blacking out a good portion of my right leg. A long time ago, Abby, like, she blasted the back of my calf on the kitchen table, and so we're
It's
gonna
not
cover it.
good. It could have been worse, but it's coverable.
Yeah.
Or it should be covered.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And so like black work, I've been a really big fan of black work. I took a trip to Sweden in 2018, and while I was there, we actually went there to get tattoos. And while I was there, I saw a bunch of like really, really heavy black work and like blackout stuff, and I really, really like the style. So since we need to do a pretty big cover up, and since I'm such a fan of the style, I figured let's send it. And yeah, should be interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to sit through it, but actually I'm going to sit through it. She'll pin me down, dude.
So this is a standard 5-round liner. You can go smaller than this, but this is pretty standard. These are 9-round mags, just for reference. For what I usually do, it's pretty large. And these bad boys are 64 rounds.
Yeah, so this is what we're using today. There's 64 needles on the tip of this, and yeah, just gonna be flowing a bunch of black into my leg.
I'm pretty stoked to try to use them. A lot of people said that they worked really well, so have high hopes. The needles are freaking massive. This is an ink cup I usually use, but clearly I'm not gonna be able to pull any ink from that cup. So I'm gonna cut a Dixie cup and pour some ink in that guy so I can.
Hell yeah.
He's also gonna cover up that sword.
Yeah, I do like the sword, but I got a lot of space. I could put a sword somewhere else. It's not a huge deal. But
And I wouldn't let him cover up the wolf yet.
I like the wolf. I don't want the wolf to go away. Can you hold this for me? Alright, so here's what we got going on. So everything inside of here is going to be black, and then there will be a skin break, and this black, and then another skin break, and black, and the same thing is going to happen on yonder. Should be pretty good. I'm excited. So we did it. The camera died a few minutes into the time lapse. That was really gnarly. It's not totally done, but it's plenty done for tonight. Blacking out an entire leg's pretty gnarly. How was it? Did you have fun?
It was really intense. It was fun. My hand's dead because I've heard that this happens when using larger mags. It kind of takes a bit more power behind the hand to like get it to move around and stuff. But wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It definitely, like, you need to have like a really steady hand for it, but I'm really stoked with the blending and stuff. It looks a little, you'll probably see it looks a little splotchy right now, but that's just because of like where it's drying up and where it's like crusting and bloody. But it's like fully saturated, and I'm really stoked about the saturation that I got on it, and it's all blended really well. But yeah, you want me to show them? So it's pretty freaking black. Turn towards me. Yeah, it's black all the way around and very, very saturated. I don't know if y'all can see the like kind of splotchy spots I was talking about, but that's just because of like, where it's drying up and the blood. And we were going to maybe try to like clean up the edges. So like where like those lines and stuff, I just, with that huge ass mag, I just kind of got up as close as I could, and then I was gonna take a smaller mag and kind of go up even closer and tighten everything up. But we're just gonna call it because his leg's getting really swollen and his body's starting to freak out. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like all the stuff that's in purple is obviously what we didn't finish, but it looks freaking sick as it is.
Yeah. Once it's done, it's gonna be dope.
I'm really pumped about it.
Me too. I'm ready to go take a nap. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Alright, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. The next one will be doing more work on the JZX. Until then, have a good time, and
Have a great night.
yeah, have a good time and a great night. Have both of them.